Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel, Money Making Monday. Let's get started. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about, should I create additional income or should I cut back on expenses, or should I do a combination of both? Personally, for me, if I need more money in my budget, I kind of like to do the marriage of cutting expenses and creating additional income. But each person is different. So how do we determine what we want to do? Many times when folks want to have extra money in their budget, maybe they want to save for a new car or save for a computer. It could be anything. Many times people think that they have to go out and create more income. That can be a great way to do it. But sometimes we can just cut back on things on our budget. How can somebody tell if they actually need more income rather than just cut expenses? I wrote down a few little ideas of how one can tell. I've known folks of all different budgets and all different incomes, and each person, because it's personal finance, has to decide what works best for their family. But from my personal opinion of how I think or how I would feel if I needed additional income would be, number one, I'm already on maybe a bare bones budget. I've looked at everything and I don't feel there's really anything else I can cut back on. Number two, I can maybe pay my basic bills, but if something additional comes up, like a little emergency, say maybe an unexpected car or home repair, I have to rely on a charge card to pay for it. And number three, I'm not able to save much of anything at all for emergency, so I can't even create an emergency plan. That, to me, if I had that going on in my life, I would feel like, okay, I've got to figure something out and I have to figure out a way to bring in extra income. Like I said, for myself, I like to combine it. Last year, there were some changes in some of my accounts with mystery shopping. Because of that, I did two things. Number one, I went from an independent contractor to being an employee as a product demonstrator. Being an employee allows me to have more hours, so that's good. So basically that way I created more income. That's number one. Number two, I actually shaved off about $450 off our budget. And I'll briefly just go over how. Number one, I made some changes in our insurance and saved about $135 a month. Number two, grocery and spending, because I was looking at my spending, I shaved off about $150 a month on that. Number three, I canceled an auto ship that I felt an obligation to, and that saved me about $50 a month. Number four, I no longer paid for exercise classes, and that saved me $42 a month. Number five, I stopped exchanging gifts with a few people. I would say that saved about $100 a year. And number six, I cut out a couple subscriptions, and that saved close to $100 a month. So as you can see, when we start to look at things, you can really make some significant differences, even small things we can do. And it's funny because at that time I thought I was frugal, but I've always said this on this channel. If you take somebody that makes $60,000, someone that makes $40,000, and someone that makes $20,000, I'm not saying that everyone is in this scenario, but many times the more people make, that little lifestyle creep goes up and you spend more. Not in all cases. I also know many people that make a significant income and they live off half of it and invest and save the rest. So not everyone's in that scenario. But it's easy to allow the lifestyle creep to come up with these little added subscriptions. It's not the big things that cost money. It's a bunch of little things that can cost. So that's one of the things that I notice. So this is a question to ask all of you, is to see, do you need additional income? Or are there things you could cut out? And many times people don't want to cut things out, and I understand that. Because you know what? I enjoy certain things that I really love to have, but do I want to save the money or am I willing to cut out? One thing that I do recommend if someone is not sure, say for example someone wants to save some money and they don't want to cut cable TV. What you could do is you could call your cable company and just tell them that you'd like to take the next couple months off because of budget constraints, and many times they'll put your account on hold. That way you can see how badly you missed that item. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me what your opinion is of this video and if you have any additional comments. Before signing off, I want to do a shout out to a wonderful YouTube channel that I'm just getting to know, Grandma Sandy. I love her videos because she does gardening, but not only that, she is very gifted with making beautiful table displays. She's a really lovely person. If you check her out, please tell her Money Mom sent you. That's all. See you later for my weigh-in tonight. I love you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.